My name is Paul Braden. I use they, them pronouns, and within the organization, I'm the newly created director of programs. So, I don't know if I ever had quite like a firm moment and this is what masculinity is supposed to be. It was always kind of a jumble. I had a fairly progressive mother who very much, indirectly, but also would accidentally try to get away from gender norms, but also would reinforce them and everything. There was never ever an expectation of this is what boys do, boys have to be this way, but there would be the toughen up, get over it, kind of mindset. I remember just my father being are you sure? That's kind of a girl movie kind of thing, and that was one of the first things that really set the idea that there was supposed to be certain things. For me, with that understanding, if the places that really got more solidified was school. I hung out with mostly a group of guys in middle school and everything. We played football, we did all the things, and as they would be pulled to more and more masculine activities and masculine behavior of kind of being jerks and being terrible to women and treating people like objects and doing things, I just felt myself more and more retreating from those spaces and really just kind of understanding that everything that what a man was, I didn't fit that. This is what a man is supposed to be, and I'm over here, and and that sucked. That was very tough. There was a lot of internal frustration with that. There was a lot of times where it felt man, if I could just do this, or if I could just not feel this, or if I could get these emotions under control, or not care. I remember that being a big thing. Was a man was not supposed to care. And I had so many people who didn't seem to give a shit about so many things, and were just able to go on with their life. And for me, that was very hard. So a moment that helped me with that was one when I got into music very big in my early 20s, and I started going to music festivals where it was a much more accepting and freeing environment for individuals to be themselves. Problematic in a number of other ways, but this idea of radical self-acceptance was something that was new. Another big one was I went to gender therapy for the first time in 2018 and was able to really explore my own gender and what that looked like and my own comfortability, and again see masculinity and femininity as a whole spectrum that I could exist in. It really allowed me to have a better understanding that masculinity could be whatever I wanted it to be. There didn't have to be a hard checklist on what societal expectations were. There is so much pressure around masculinity in society today. We have sects that are saying masculinity is dying, and therefore we're the real men that are storming the beaches of Normandy. And then, we have others that are saying all masculinity is toxic. There is toxic masculinity, but men and everything are just terrible. So any kind of masculinity is awful. And it's really what I love about the masculinity that I hold is the recognition that in itself, the way that I express myself that's masculine, being able to have my facial hair and do different things, and being able to have my masculine physique and everything inherently isn't a good or bad thing. It is whatever I want to make it and however I want to use it and take my masculinity and put it into space, being mindful of what it means in those spaces, but being able to use it as a tool of self-expression and a tool of self-love rather than being told what it means and being told what it represents, but understanding that my masculinity is mine. And if I want to claim that, and if I want to use it, and if I want to display it, and how I want to do it, that's completely up to me, and I can make it mean what I want, and I freaking love it.